Because apparently there are secret dating codes that singles are using at the grocery store to let their intentions be known.
Wow.
Yeah, to let other people know their DTF.
Down to fruit.
Most of the action does happen in the fruit aisle.
Yeah.
So if you're picking up a bunch of bananas,
Okay.
you want to place them in your cart upright. So the curve is facing the top of the cart. This means that you are single and interested.
Nice.
Now, if you want to just buy bananas, just go regular grocery shopping and not get it on, then you want to turn the bananas the other way around. All right. That means you are closed for business.
Wow.
Now, here's one that I'm really happy I learned.
Yeah.
If somebody else puts a peach in your cart,
Okay.
that means they're interested in you.
Oh, wow.
I would be so confused if somebody put a peach in my cart. Like, what are you doing? I'm not buying your peach.
What does it mean if I just take a scoop of feta cheese from the salad bar and just put it inside someone's purse? What's that? What does that mean?
What if I just get like a whole rack of pre-sauced ribs?
Yeah.
And using both hands, I just spank someone.
I like
You
that.
think they'll notice me?
I think they might. What if I just put my entire fist inside one of those hot and fresh rotisserie chickens and just offer a lady a nice handshake?
Full fist in there. And one of the things we love to do on this show is make fun of these hot new dating terms.
Yes.
We love it, and I've got one.
Hey, hit me with it.
Well, we'll start here. We all know what a red flag is, right?
A red flag means you're in for a fun, sexy time with a bad person. They're going to eat your heart and take your money. It's going to be hot.
What a thrill. For
Yes.
most people, Jay, a red flag means do not proceed.
Oh, well.
Well, this phrase that's being tossed around TikTok is beige flag. You know what a beige flag is?
No.
Beige flags are things on dating profiles that tell you that that person is probably pretty boring.
What? Give us an example.
All right. If the profile says, the key to my heart is food.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, Carla. You read that on a dating profile. How does
Not for me,
Why not?
because I can't cook.
Okay.
It's not that I think that person is boring. I can do nothing for you. I will never get to your heart. A beige flag. I love Harry Potter.
Oh, well, I get it.
I don't think that's true.
Why not?
Because I've got a buddy and his new girlfriend is like a big Harry Potter fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's into the Hermione cosplay.
Yes.
And when I'm picking up what I'm putting down,
They got a lot of magic wands.
a plethora of wands. I don't know what you call that, but it's not boring. And then this one really got to me. They're saying this is a beige flag. I'm a homeowner.
How is that a beige flag?
I don't know, but imagine working your ass off in this economy to buy a home only to have a bunch of girls be like, boring!
So the host straight up asked her, okay, between Brad and Ben, who is the better lover?
Because it's definitely not Chris Martin.
No, we don't even need to know. We don't have to ask. And then she came out and said,
Brad was like the sort of major chemistry love of your life kind of like at the time, you know? And then like Ben was like technically excellent.
Oh, so who do you want to be in that situation? Do you want to be the Brad? Because love of your life, you know, the chemistry, that sounds top tier
yes.
of your whole life.
passion.
But then you got Ben, technically excellent. And to me, those skills sound transferable.
Yeah.
I might go Ben. I might go Ben on this one.
I gotta tell you, I look at making love like it's food, like it's fine, like it's going to a restaurant, you know, like it's eating. And like, think of it like this, right? Technically excellent. Well, you can go to a fine French restaurant, a Michelin star chef prepared you a very detailed, intricate meal, right? Presented to you in a nice way.
Or you can have your mom's sloppy spaghetti.
But there's
This
not-
is not a time
But there's
to
nothing.
talk about your mom's sloppy spaghetti, Jay.
If you're going to Europe this summer, you're gonna have to remember this.
Your porn passport. Don't forget your porn passport.
You're going to have to install a government phone app in order to receive a digital certification and code if you want to access any porn content when in Europe this summer.
This is big news.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can agree that it's pretty wild that a kid could just go to a website and click, yeah, for sure, I'm definitely older than 18. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then that's it. I mean, it was enough to stop me when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought the police would find out that I lied, and even worse, my parents would find out I watched pornography.
Yeah.
So I never watched porn or checked it out as a kid because I was scared.
Makes sense. Back in my day, we used to have to go to a forest behind the school to meet a man named Raffy. And this was before the internet. Raffy would sell us adult content out of his jacket, one page at a time. He'd rip a page
Per
out of
page?
Yeah, he'd rip a page out of a Playboy, and we would buy it off.
Well, how much would it be for, like, say, a centerfold?
It was about a loony and areola. That's what it worked out to at the time. And that's a lot. Like, for inflation.
You couldn't afford it. You couldn't afford
And
it.
just for inflation, it's expensive. My first love was forbidden love, and it was my vice principal.
Okay.
Now, listen, nothing happened between us physically. She knew I came from a broken home, okay? And she wanted to mentor me. I was 16, I was a boy. She wanted to mentor me, show me the finer things in life, right? So she would pull me into her office all the time, and she would say to me, she'd go, "The girls your age, Jason, they use perfumes. One day you'll see a woman like me. Real women use oils." And she would pull out like a glass rose from her desk, and it was filled with rose oil. And she'd start dabbing it on her pulse points.
Like, on her wrists?
And back of the neck and the top of her forehead where the third eye was. She would just stare at me while doing this. And I was falling in love with her. But she was just trying to help, right? Text me and let me know. 10456.
If this is problematic?
I don't think so. Another thing she would do sometimes, because she's trying to teach me about the finer things in life, call me into her office, sit me down in a chair. She would say to me, "I want you to guess how much my shoes cost." And she would saunter over to me and put her like foot in my lap.
What?
And I would take her shoe off. And she's like, "I want you to touch it and smell it and guess." And I'd be like, "Miss, I'm from a broken home. I don't know, $50. She'd be like, "No, $458. You need to know the finer things in life." Then put her shoe back on and dance away. So is that a problem? I don't know. 10456. Text.
With her shoe in your lap.
Forbidden love.
I'm going to go with yes.
Okay.
But I'm also requesting that backup at 10456.
Millennials are getting micro weddings, all right? 30 minutes. Save a lot of money. You get it all done. Done and dusted in 30 minutes. The vows, champagne, the photos, done. If you want to pay a little more, you can do a 2-hour version. Won't be that much more expensive, but that includes hors d'oeuvres, fig Newtons, whatever.
Is it an open bar?
Only for 2 hours, but yes.
I see that as a challenge. I think word is getting around that the small wedding, actually pretty dope.
The reason it's getting real popular is also because it's so much cheaper. You know, like that 30 minutes, it's a quarter of the cost. And I know how expensive a wedding is because I used to plan weddings.
Okay. I used to plan weddings.
Yeah.
Your own.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you were engaged to the same person 3 times.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a job. That wasn't a job.
Calls himself a wedding planner. You know what? You should go with that. There's actually less questions behind you being a wedding planner.
And feel free to ask the questions, 10456. Warn you, though, the answers are all sad. Sad answers. But I remember by the third time I had to plan a stupid wedding, I was so mad at the cost.
No. Why do they keep keeping all these deposits? What's the deal with the deposits?
So what I did, and if you're planning a wedding, try this. What I did the third time is I pretended to be an insurance company. I'm an insurance company CEO, and I'm holding a big event for new investors. 2 special investors. I need a 3-course meal. I need flowers, a photographer, a hall, tables decorated. Same thing. Everything a wedding would have with the 2 special investors instead of the bride and groom. And it was half the price.
Because they weren't charging you the love tax.
Yes.
Interesting. We need swans for the investors. They love long-necked birds.
Selena Gomez is single, and she let it be known in a TikTok.
I'm single. I'm just a little high maintenance. But I'll love you so much.
What do you think about this?
I like it.
Yeah, yet when I do it at a Nats game, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you were yelling, "Pitcher's got a big butt."
It was nice butt.
Oh, sorry.
It was nice.
No, that's
butt.
better.
I thought that was witty.
No, you're right. That's better. Not embarrassing. No, I like when I like that she's saying she's high maintenance. My experience, When someone says they're not high maintenance, they're extremely high maintenance. And the people that are honest about being high maintenance are just medium high maintenance.
Okay.
So it's nice disclosure.
I also like the way that she's going about this. In fact, I think we should all stop online dating.
Okay.
And we should just start yelling our status in public places, you know? Like I'm going to walk into Whole Foods and just be like, I'm single. I also don't know how to cook. If someone could please tell me what a chard is, and does it need to be Swiss?
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
You've heard of girl math, right?
Yep.
Now it's time to learn about boy math. you know?
I know exactly what boy math is.
Okay.
You do boy math when you measure your bodies.
Okay.
How tall are you, Jay?
5'9",
How tall are you really?
5'8",
How tall are you really?
5'7". Jeez, boy math. Okay.
Boy math is predicting how long it takes to do a task. For example, Jay usually edits our videos before he comes into the studio. Today, he did not. He's going to do it after the show because it only takes
25 minutes.
when historically it takes
4 hours.
And that's because you tell yourself that you were going to spend how many minutes on Twitter?
10.
When in actuality, you spend
55 minutes. Okay, that's boy math. Yeah, boy math.
Boy math is how much meat to bring to a party. Jay, you're responsible for bringing the meat camping. One night, 4 people. What are you bringing?
Steak.
How many?
12.
Why?
What if we all decide to go keto at the same time in the middle of the night?
Because keto to Jay means steak with a side of
Steak.
There it is.
Boy math.
Boy math.
Researchers found a direct relationship between the amount of porn someone watches while in a relationship and the relationship stability. It's the first time. So the more porn someone watches, the less stable the relationship is going to be. The more likely they are to have frequent breakups or talk about ending the relationship. And this study was done with couples in long-term relationships.
Listen, I don't watch a ton of pornography, and I know why, but I want to know why you don't.
I mean, personally, I learned years ago that it's bad energy, and I like to keep a good energy. Like, try to keep a zen-like focus about life. I keep myself in line. Don't want to go towards vices. I take ice-cold showers when I need to. All right?
Wow.
I eat boiled chicken.
Put mayonnaise on my eyes.
I hate my life. Also, there's that.
Like, I know you do a lot of reading on it. Is it like a tantric sex that you practice? You can do it yourself. You can maintain it yourself. Something about the energy and the physical and the spiritual weaving together.
I mean, you make it sound a lot cooler than it actually is, so I'm not going to disagree. All right? You make me sound like Sting, and I like that. I will say, though, I am still looking for my desert rose. So if you're out there...
Text us, 10456.
Yeah, so why don't you watch pornography?
Honestly, and I think this is a pretty common answer, it's the storylines. It's the
Oh.
story. I was talking about this last night over beers with friends. It feels like it's always your stepmom or your second cousin
Yeah.
who's staying with you during the summer, or your buddy's stepmom. And like, does it have to be that way all the time?
Yeah.
Or can you just watch some love that isn't problematic?
Yeah.
I'm curious. But I have one couple that I will check in with now and again. I always call them
Make sure they're okay.
just, see how they're doing. I always call them Lilo and Stitch.
That's not their name?
No, I think their names are Lulu and Leo.
Shout outs.
They're a married couple, and they just really seem to have it figured out.
Yeah.
I mean, their faces aren't in the videos.
Yes.
But from the neck down, they really seem to have it figured out.